This past weekend, I reached a Twitter milestone of 3,000 followers. Yay me. Now, I'm not so delusional as to think that all 3,000 of these followers care what I think or are even actual people. And quite a few of them are just right wingers looking to, well, whatever, I don't know. Obviously, they've never read my bio, which I'm told is rather clever. Anyhow, I like looking at the Twitter profiles of these right wingers, or TCOT as they are known on Twitter, which stands for Top Conservatives on Twitter. I especially like the bios that say, quote, I was blocked by Keith Olbermann, or I was blocked by Rachel Maddow, or some other famous liberal, as if Keith or Rachel or anyone else who makes a living pulling in seven-figure salaries actually care what they think or have time to respond to them if they did. And it's not just famous people. Being blocked by any liberal on Twitter seems to fill these pathetic nut jobs with a kind of orgasmic joy that would rival being sexed by their favorite porn star. This is because they somehow see it as a badge of honor, as if being blocked is a concession to their crazed fact-free arguments. The simple fact is that most of us in the real world have real lives, and if being blocked by Keith Olbermann is the most significant thing to happen to you in your life, you really need to get one. Twitter conservatives, indeed conservatives in general, love to delude themselves with the idea that the rest of the country is afraid of them. Of course, these are the people who live in fear of just about everything, whether it's smoking guns turning into mushroom clouds, Sharia law that they've never heard of before 2009, the new Black Panthers, a Muslim caliphate, or some other boogeyman hiding in their closet. What these wannabe Einsteins don't seem to understand, or don't want to, is that we liberals don't block them because we can't stand the non-existent power of their arguments. We block them, or at least I do, because they have no arguments. All they have are rants. Calling Obama a socialist, communist, fascist, Muslim, Kenyan dictator is not an argument. It is a rant. Saying that the government is coming for your guns and your Bibles isn't an argument. It's a rant. Claiming that same-sex marriage will somehow make your marriage meaningless, as if you and the crack whore you just picked up aren't doing a good job of that already, isn't an argument. Nor is saying that the earth is 6,000 years old, claiming that liberals want to destroy America, believing that Acorn stole the 2012 election, or regurgitating whatever you hear on Rush Limbaugh. These aren't arguments. They're just rants that have no basis in reality. Now, if all you want to do on Twitter is spread the word on the latest nutbag conspiracy that you dug up on Drudge, Breitbart, or Fox Nation, that's fine. But just because you put my Twitter handle in front of your rant doesn't mean that I'm going to reflexively respond to you. What's more likely to happen is that I'll just check out your profile, see all of the other hate-filled tweets that you've posted, and I'll just block you. Not because I think you're some sort of an intellectual super genius, but because I think you're a freaking idiot. Nothing that I say to you will ever penetrate the fact-free, titanium-reinforced bubble in which you've encased yourself, and I just don't have time for the drama. If I'm to play the game of intellectual discourse on Twitter with you, it would require that you have the intellectual capacity to analyze, interpret, and accept facts that is at least equal to my own. Otherwise, I'd just be playing with myself. And frankly, there are lots of other places on the internet where I can go if all I want to do in front of a computer is play with myself.